Happy Tuesday. Welcome to another dojo topic. Hey, have you ever been searching for your purpose? Maybe you feel lost and you think, oh, if I just had a purpose, what if I could find my purpose? And so you're searching for that? If so, maybe that's why you attracted today's video. I'm going to share my screen with you and share with you the conversation that we had today about this. Again, just a reminder before we begin, nothing shared in this dojo is meant to become a rule, belief, or teaching you must follow. All of our topics are simply perspectives offered for awareness. You are always invited to take what resonates and release anything that doesn't. Your inner wisdom is the final authority. So whether you joined us live today and are rewatching the video or you're seeing this for the very first time, I'm so happy that you're here. Last week, our topic was living from it, not toward it. And if you were not able to join us live or you haven't yet seen the video, I will put a link to that video at the end of this video. But today we're talking about waking up on purpose. For people who are wondering, like, what is my purpose? Why am I here? What's happening? Are you one of the many people who give their power away within the first 3 minutes of waking up? When you wake up, are you living your purpose or already searching for it? In other words, when you wake up, do you know what you are or start searching for who to be? That's not just a question. It's an invitation to be your purpose. Today's topic isn't random. Everything we've been exploring over the past few weeks has led us to this message. We've been talking about how the seeds you're planting are shaping your life. Your body is listening to the words you speak, and the version of you you're moving toward is something you can choose to live from right now. Because all of it points to one truth. You are not waiting for your life to begin. You are the one creating it. You are living your purpose in every moment. Not someday, not when things change, only by what you choose, what you believe, and what you're aware of. And yet, if you still believe your purpose is something out there, something you have to find, earn, or become, you'll keep planting seeds from uncertainty, speaking from lack, and trying to live toward a version of you that already exists. So today we return to the truth because you don't find your purpose, you wake up to it. Everything you're aware of is an object in consciousness. As the mind kicks in during the waking process and starts searching for purpose, if its habit is to search for something missing, it will immediately start looking for thoughts, feelings, emotions, and experiences to validate what's missing. And anything the mind is looking for means it's creating a vibrational frequency of not there. The choice is yours. You can continue searching for your purpose or remember that you are the purpose. What if your purpose isn't something you find, but something you wake up as? If you've been taught your purpose is something you have to find, you'll keep looking for it outside of you. A business, a hobby, a role. And then come the titles: mother, wife, influencer, divorced, retired, empty nester. But these aren't your purpose. They are roles you move through. They are temporary expressions, not who you are. So when the roles change, it can feel like you've lost yourself. Because somewhere along the way, you were taught that purpose would make you feel wanted, worthy, loved, important, valued by family and society. So you keep saying yes to anything that promises to give that to you while never realizing you are accepting a belief that something outside of you can complete you. And the moment you accept that, you create a perceived distance from what you've never actually lost. That distance feels like unworthiness, emptiness, searching, despair. Not because it's true, but because you've been taught to believe it is. If purpose isn't out there and it's not in your roles, then what is it? Purpose is not something you find. It's what you came here to experience as source intelligence expressing life through you. Purpose isn't out there waiting for you. It's life moving through you as you. Purpose is not a role. It's not a title. It's the intelligence of life expressing through you in every moment. Your purpose is what happens when you stop interfering with life expressing through you as you. Not someday, not when you figure it all out, but now, in the way you breathe, move, choose, and show up. You don't need to find your purpose. You only need to stop believing it's missing. You can't use the mind to heal the mind. That's not what it's for. So stop searching. The answers don't come from the mind. Stop trying. Stop doing. Stop searching and start being. When you are allowing yourself to be your purpose, more of your purpose will reveal itself to you. Purpose is a feeling. It feels like a sense of peace, knowing nothing is missing. Everything is perfect in this moment. It's a feeling of happiness, joy, peace. Because what's real can never be absent. You're not here to find your purpose. You're here to let it live through you. So let's talk about how that actually happens. It begins the moment you wake up, before the mind tells you who you are, before the roles, before the thoughts, before the story. There is awareness, still, present, alive. Instead of reaching for your phone or your identity, pause. Notice your breath. Feel your body. Become aware of being aware. In that moment, you're not trying to find your purpose. You are your purpose. And from that space, you move, you choose, you respond, not from habit, but from presence. Purpose looks like taking a breath before reacting, speaking from truth instead of fear, choosing peace of proving or justifying, moving with awareness instead of urgency. It's not big. It's not out there. It's not something you achieve. It's how life expresses through you when you're no longer trying to be someone. So right now, let's experience waking up into purpose. Go ahead and gently close your eyes. Concentrate on the backs of your eyelids. Just allow your body to settle. nothing to do, nowhere to go. Imagine this is the moment you've just awakened. Before the day begins, before the roles return, before the mind tells you who you are. Now bring your awareness to this moment. Not your thoughts about it, but the experience of being here. Effortlessly notice the sounds arising. Effortlessly notice the body on the bed. Effortlessly notice the light in the room. Effortlessly notice any fragrances. All of this is being noticed effortlessly and impersonally through awareness. Just notice what is here before the story. Feel your breath, not changing it, just noticing it. Without trying to describe anything, feel your body, the weight of it, the presence of it. And now become aware that you're aware. There is something here that is already present, already still, already whole. This is what you are before the mind begins. And in this space, there is nothing missing, nothing to find, nothing to become. This is where your purpose lives, not as something you do, but as something you are. And from here, life begins to move through you, as you. Gently take a breath. Stay with this space. Bring it with you and allow inspiration and intuition to be your guide. Effortlessly, no forcing, just being. How would your life be different if you were to ask yourself this question? What would it feel like to stop searching and simply allow life to move through me today? And when you're ready, open your eyes. You can't use the mind to return to what you already are. That's not what it's for. So stop searching for your purpose. The answers don't come from the mind. They arise when the mind becomes quiet. Stop trying, stop doing, stop searching, and start being. Because when you allow yourself to be, you're no longer chasing your purpose. You're letting it live through you, as you. And from that space, more of what you are naturally reveals itself. You don't find your purpose by thinking harder. You remember it when you stop interfering. To be your presence is to stop trying to become someone. Instead, rest as what you already are, the infinite, sovereign being living as effortless awareness. There is no need to prove, fix, or find, only to be. I'm so glad that you were able to be here. During today's live conversation, we discussed ways to stay with this practice. So if you feel the pull to join us live, consider joining us. I've also placed some reflection questions here. I'm not going to read them to you. You can pause the video and go over them if you'd like to further this work. And in the meantime, how do you see your purpose differently now? Do you see your purpose differently now? Can you see it not as something that you need to go find, not as something that you need to do to be, but it's already what you are. And when you're doing more of what you love in every single moment, that awareness continues to expand and life becomes immeasurably happy, joyful, wonderful. If you'd like any kind of support with this work, visit me at masteringyourbeliefs.com. In the meantime, this is Nancy Muller, the one and only Life Sensei, saying ciao for now.